Hello there, and welcome back to the final episode of my game collection series. Yes, we're finally at the end of this series. I know, it's been a long time coming. And once again, for one last time, I'm in front of the camera. And for this episode, we're doing things a little bit different. The point of this episode really is, as I was making these videos and the rate that I was putting them out, because, I was putting them out like once a week, even though I had like several pre-recorded at one point, and I could have just sort of uploaded them all like simultaneously, but I didn't, because I wanted to spread them out and not overwhelm people with all that content at one time. But during the course of uploading all these videos, I found myself actually getting a lot more games during this whole series. And yeah, I figured I'd just make its own little video of it, and it also makes this a 12-part series as opposed to 11, which it would be without this video. So yeah, it's just kind of a bonus video, sort of a just for the hell of it type of video, I figured it'd be kind of interesting, at least for me, I guess. But anyways, enough talking, let's just go through all these games, and I put them about as much in chronological order as I can, from what I remember, but yeah, I might not have it all correct when I got them and stuff, but whatever, I'm just gonna go through them. So our first couple of games and whatnot, well actually first we have this little manual here, which is a Super Nintendo manual. You might have noticed this in my Super Nintendo videos, I did show a picture of it, but yeah, here it actually is and stuff, and pretty good condition and stuff. Like I said in my Super Nintendo video, I got this from GameStop, of all places. It was just laying there on the counter, I was just looking at it, and I was like, are you selling this or whatever? And he's just like, yeah, you can have it or whatever. I was like, oh, cool. So I got a free Super Nintendo manual out of that, so it's kind of cool, I guess. And I think at the same time I got that manual, I also got a game, maybe other games, but I got Splatterhouse on PS3, which I guess I can open it up, and oh yeah, I do have a DLC code that I can't really be showing off, but yeah, got everything, good condition and stuff, and it's a really great game, really great reboot, I guess. Honestly, in my opinion, it's the best of the Splatterhouse franchise, but I know it's a pretty controversial statement among the fan base, I guess, because usually it's one of the older games that people think is the best. But yeah, I really like this one, and this also comes with all three original Splatterhouse games, so if you never played them, you can play them this way, and that's how I played them. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about this. There used to be DLC for this, but now it's been removed from the store, and that's why I didn't show off my code, because I surprisingly have a code that still works, and I could download a piece of DLC. I'm not really sure why I haven't. I don't know, I guess just the whole finite state of the DLC just has me a little paranoid about using it or whatever. But yeah, there's still some DLC codes out there that may or may not work for DLC, and this was one of the versions that came with it. So yeah, regardless, say some of these versions will probably become pretty hard to find when people really start to realize that the DLC codes are pretty hard to find. That and PS3 or 360 systems that have the content downloaded onto them can also probably be sold for quite a bit, But yeah, regardless, I own Splatterhouse, kick-ass game. Been wanting to play it for so long. I finally got to play it recently, and I definitely recommend you check this out, regardless if you like the new one. But if you just want to own the classics and play those, this is a great way to do that. And then sometime after getting that game, or around at the same time, I'm not really sure, but I actually own Yooka-Laylee. I don't own a PS4, that's why I haven't made a PS4 collection video, but this I actually got from a giveaway. Shout out to G-Man Rocks, man. Yeah, he was doing a giveaway and I won this. Yeah, I know it might be a little shitty that, I got a PS4 game even though I don't have a PS4, But I promise you, G-Man, you know, even though this is still sealed stuff, I will play this, man. You know, I'm not just going to resell this or whatever. You know, I'm not a shitty scumbag reseller or something, you know. I will actually play this game, man. I promise you. Actually, my friend got a PS4 recently, so I'll probably boot shop of him and play it that way. So, yeah, this was a game I kind of wanted to check out. You know, this is a more recent game. And, yeah, I like 3D platformers. It's a 3D platformer, and I might like it. Who knows? And yeah, that's really what I have to say about this. JonTron controversy is kind of dumb, but regardless, yeah, Yooka-Laylee. And then after that point, I got basically a shit ton of games, as you probably saw in like the thumbnail. And yeah, they're like 11. Well, no, there's 10 games here. I got an 11th one, but it was broken, didn't work, and that was Call of Duty Big Red one. But I wasn't really, you know, torn over that, especially for the price that I paid for like this entire stuff. Like, all this stuff here, I paid $11 for, which is insane. You know, it's practically $1 a piece. And to better go through all the stuff that I have, we've got Super Punch-Out, Aladdin, Super Empire Strikes Back, and Wing Commander, which I've since found out is not really a good port of Wing Commander. You know, it's probably like one of the more bad Wing Commander games, I guess, just because it's not as good as the others, but whatever. I own it. I paid pretty cheap for it, so whatever. Moving on, we got Power Shovel. Pretty good budget game. I think it's originally a Japanese game, but then they just sort of like, you know, brought it over to the States. And yeah, it's like a sort of a construction simulator game. You use a little shovel thing, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's sort of arcadey plus simulation, but more arcadey than simulation, I guess. And yeah, it's really quirky and weird. And yeah, I definitely recommend you track this down if you can find it. I think it might be starting to go up in price a little bit. Last I saw this was like $20 or something. And this is currently one of the more expensive games in my PS1 collection. So yeah, you might want to find this game now if you can. And then next one is Die Hard Trilogy 2. Got everything with that. Kind of like Die Hard Trilogy 1, but based off the second movie. I guess it's okay so far from what I've played, but the first one might be better. I don't know. You know, I guess it just depends on who you talk to, but yeah, I own that. And then I own Apocalypse starring Bruce Willis. Got everything as well, good condition. It's basically a twin-stick shooter starring Bruce Willis in a sort of futuristic setting. And yeah, it seems pretty cool so far from what I've played. It holds up pretty well so far, you know. Even though it's from like 1998 or 7, something like that. So it's a fairly old game by this point, but it holds up pretty well, I'd say, control-wise and stuff. But yeah, it's a cool one. I'll definitely check out more of it. And I got Tom Clancy's Hawks, which comes with everything and it's in decent condition. The case is kind of shitty, but I can always get like a better one from GameStop or whatever. I just got that because it was probably pretty cheap. Or yeah, that one they were definitely selling for like $1. But all the other stuff was like this stuff should technically cost me like $4 each, but the guy kind of did like a special deal for me or something, you know. So it's just kind of whatever. Anyways, I got Sonic Mega Collection, no manual and stuff, decent condition. Not a bad collection of the Sonic games, but one thing that really sucks about this collection is that you have to unlock certain games. And the way you unlock certain games is basically by playing certain games 30 times each. And by 30 times each, it doesn't mean like you have to play the first level of a game 30 times, you know. It's just basically like when you start up the game, it'll say game log recorded, and then after that point you can like turn it off and then like turn it back on again. You know, you don't even have to go to like the start screen. But still, just to basically unlock everything, you essentially have to play every single game on here like 30 times. And you know, like it says, there's at least 7 games on here, so that's a lot of times just starting up and then exiting and stuff, you know? So that's really kind of dumb. Yeah, probably like Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection is probably way better than this. But, you know, I guess you could do worse than this collection, I guess. It at least got me to, you know, finally get into the more classic Sonic games, so that's cool at least. And then we finally have Super Mario Sunshine, and you know, I have that complete and in pretty good condition. And yeah, this is one of the more valuable games that I got from this lot. Same with Super Punch-Out. You know, that one goes about for like 25 bucks or something. This almost goes for like 30 or so. I don't really know about the player's choice version though, but there's not really a pricing thing for that, but whatever. I could probably at least get 20 bucks for this anyways. Yeah, really great, fantastic Super Mario game in the style of Super Mario 64 and stuff like that. Yeah, and this might be sort of an unpopular opinion, but I actually do like this game better than Super Mario 64. Yeah, I just really like it a lot more. But yeah, that's all that stuff I got there. Really great deal for all this stuff. And yeah, let's continue on. These games I might have gotten sometime after this or before this, I have no idea, but regardless, we have Mercenaries 2, World in Flames, and Majin and the Forsaken Kingdom. Now, I do have both these games complete and in pretty good condition. One thing about Majin is that the cover has like some water damage to it, which sucks, but so far this is the only copy of this game I've seen in my local GameStop. And, you know, I'll take what I can get at this point. But, plus, I mean, everything else is, like, fine, you know? But, you know, when I originally found this game in GameStop, it didn't even have, like, an actual case. It just had, like, this sort of, you know, knockoff Blu-ray case that was black and stuff. So I had to, you know, get another game and then just sort of swap them out and stuff, and that's what I did, you know? And it looks better because of it, at least in my opinion, you know, besides the whole water damage. Yeah, apparently this is a really good, game from Bandai Namco, and I'll definitely look forward to checking out. It's sort of almost like The Last Guardian, which was released, and you know, similar games by that same game studio, so yeah, definitely look into that. And of course we have Mercenaries 2, sequel to Mercenaries 1. This one so far I like a lot better than the one on PS2, the port of this game on PS2, which is pretty much just a reskin of the first game, but you know, this one seems really cool. I really need to get back into this. You know, I was gonna play this immediately after playing Mercenaries 1, but then, you know, I never found the game, and then other shit came up, and yeah, I didn't get this till a little bit later, and I'll get back to it at some point. But one interesting thing about this game, really that kind of sucks, is that you essentially have to turn your console offline to play this game. So if you're connected to the internet, this thing will just try to connect to servers that no longer exist, and it'll basically freeze your console as a result. So yeah, that's kind of ridiculous that, you know, having your console connected to Wi-Fi essentially bricks your console. But, you know, if you turn it offline, then this game works fine because it's not trying to connect to online servers. So yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind when you try to play this game. Turn off your Wi-Fi in your console. So yeah, two good games I got for two good prices. This one I got for $5, this one was like $8. And yeah, I definitely recommend these games. This next one kind of goes with some games I showed off in my PS2 collection, I think. But there's Brother in Arms Earned in Blood, which I paid $2 for at the Goodwill that I got one of my other Brothers in Arms games on PS2, as well as a few other games that I mentioned. And yeah, that's all I have to say about this. I pretty much said everything that I wanted to say about these games in that video, but yeah, I own every Brothers in Arms games right now, so that's cool, I guess. This next one I got two games, and we got Prince of Persia on PC, and then we got Tak and the Power of Juju. So, Prince of Persia is in basically brand new condition, you know, minus a little damage on the front there, but that's kind of whatever. Paid like $2.50 for this at a flea market type place, really good price. Yeah, I finally own the reboot to Prince of Persia, so when I get a better PC, I'll probably have to check this game out. And I don't think you need Steam to play this either, so that's a good thing, you know, because a lot of PC games nowadays you need like Steam to play. It's basically just like a Steam key you get and like a blank disc, but this one I think actually has the game on it, so that's cool. And yeah, when I get a better PC, I'll definitely check this one out. And Tak and the Power of Juju. Now, it doesn't have the manual, which kind of sucks, but it does have everything else, so that's cool. And it does seem to work pretty good so far. But yeah, I finally owned the first Tak game. Yeah, that's cool, because, you know, I've previously owned Tak 2 for years, and I did play this at, like, daycare and stuff, but now I finally own my own copy, which is cool. And I think I paid about the same price as, you know, Prince of Persia and stuff, so that's cool. And yeah, when I feel like playing more of the series, I'll definitely check this one out. Darkest of Days. Got this from Ollie's for like $1, and yeah, it's still sealed, brand new. Apparently this is supposed to be sort of a at least decent first-person shooter game on PC or whatever. It's like a mixture of the not Revolutionary War, the Civil War, and some sci-fi stuff. I don't really know much more besides that. But yeah, this game's either decent or good or something along those lines. So yeah, I'll definitely have to check this game out at some point, probably when I get a better PC as well. Next up we have 4 games, and that's Brothers in Arms, Hell's Highway, Starhawk, Quake, Enemy Territory Quake Wars, and Dark Void. Now, Brothers in Arms, Hell's Highway only has a disc and no manual, and also the plastic and cover art are pretty fucked up. There's just like this big slice in it, you know, so that's pretty annoying, but so far it's the only copy I've seen of this game. And I had this $5 off coupon, any pre-owned game, and it was $5 or more at GameStop. And that's what I ended up using this on, so I paid about $1 for it. So yeah, pretty good price for this game, you know, despite its condition. And yeah, now I officially own all the Brothers in Arms games. This is the last one I got, and yeah, when I feel like checking out the series, I'll definitely, you know, check it out. Dark Void, we have everything. It's in pretty good condition. Paid $2 for this at GameStop. Seems like a pretty cool, sort of interesting shooting game. Not really sure what genre. I guess third-person action shooting game, whatever. Yeah, I'll definitely check this game out some more. Enemy Territory Quake Wars. We don't have the manual, but we got everything else, and paid $2 for it as well, so, you know, it's kind of whatever. But the actual game itself, it seems okay so far, I guess. It's not really something I'm interested in. But I've heard this is supposed to be a good, sort of strategic shooter or whatever. It's more old school and whatnot, so, you know, I might check it out for that reason. Regardless, paid $2 for it. Not really a huge loss, I guess. And finally, we got Starhawk Limited Edition, which I don't think I have the limited edition stuff with it. No, I had to probably get that or whatever. But yeah, we got everything else that's complete, and it's also got a reversible cover. It looks like you could, you know, probably see there. That's kind of cool about this game. But yeah, I also paid $2 for this as well, and this was the biggest surprise for me. I just kind of got this just to get this essentially, but I didn't expect this to be quite as good as it is from what I've played so far, you know. This seems definitely like a game I could really get into. So yeah, when I feel like it, I'll definitely get more into this game. This next stuff is from a huge deal that I did at GameStop, and that's all this stuff right here. Don't have to hold it, but whatever. I'll just go through them individually. WarioWare DIY, paid nothing for it. That's because I had my $5 off coupon for any pre-owned game at GameStop, and yeah, I managed to get this one for free, so that's pretty cool. Seems like an okay WarioWare game, I should say. It was the only one in all the GameStops in my area, so that's a big reason as to why I got it. Plus, I don't really like paying money for DS cards, so yeah, this is like a good way of owning the game without actually really paying anything for it, so that's cool, I guess. I'll have to check it out more, I suppose. And then we actually get into some of these other games, and we have South Park The Stick of Truth, which comes with a DLC code, which might have been used already, but whatever. You know, there's not really a manual that comes with this game anyway, so whatever. Let's put that back in there. So yeah, that's in good condition. We have Assassin's Creed Rogue Limited Edition, and that also has a code thing, which I won't show, even though I don't know if it's been used or not. Probably has. Yeah, we got everything in good condition there. And then we have Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. That has everything in it in really good condition, practically brand new. And finally we have Mirror's Edge on PS3, which didn't come with the manual, and I do have the game. It's currently on my PS3. I'm on the final level of this game, and I'm about to beat it, so yeah. For all these PS3 games, GameStop was doing this special deal where it was like, hey, $20 for 4 games, and it was select pre-owned games, of course. Yeah, these were the 4 that I picked out because I figured this would be the best value for the amount of money I paid for. Because it's like 20 bucks for 4 games that regular price would have cost me like 60 bucks because they're all pretty much like 15 bucks each. So that's why I got these particular ones. Although I'm kind of disappointed I got this one in hindsight because apparently this is a pretty bad port of Mirror's Edge, but whatever, I can always sell it or whatever and get my money back for it because I at least need to get like 5 bucks back for this. So it's pretty much the amount I paid for it, but whatever. Pretty proud of all the games I got out of this pretty good selection. Even Lego Batman, I just kind of wanted a Lego game, I guess, and this was a pretty interesting one. It's sort of like GTA meets Lego, so I don't know, it's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool, distraction, I guess. So yeah, I'll probably get to South Park Stick of Truth soon. Assassin's Creed Rogue, kind of waiting to get some more other Assassin's Creed games. But I suppose if I were to just jump into it at a random point, this one's not a bad one to jump into, I guess. And yeah, that's what I'd say about those games. And then the final 2 games I got, and these weren't games that I was expecting to get, it's just some stuff I found while I was there and I was really surprised by. But we have Wasteland 2, which was $2 clearance, brand new, and then Watch Dogs, brand new for $1 on PC, which is both insane prices, but especially this one, I had no real interest in Watch Dogs 1, I'd much rather have Watch Dogs 2 by this point. But, for $1 brand new, fuck it, why not, I could at least stick around in this game for a bit. So, yeah, or I could always, sell it, if I really wanted to, I suppose. But, yeah, it's pretty cool, and this one also comes with Wasteland 1, so that's technically 2 games in 1, so it's like $1 each for each game, I guess, if you want to consider it that way. But yeah, both good games apparently, and yeah, now I can get into the entire Wasteland series, so that's cool. So yeah, that's all the stuff that I got from that day at GameStop, and overall pretty good value for the amount that I paid. These next 2 games I got with a bunch of other Wii games I kind of showed off in my Wii collection video, but here they are anyways. We got Body Count, and we got MotorStorm, the very first one. So Body Count, it has everything, it's in pretty good condition. And then MotorStorm is practically brand new condition, has everything and whatnot. And yeah, it's pretty cool overall. Paid $5 for Body Count, I paid like $2 for MotorStorm. And yeah, Body Count so far seems okay, I guess. It seems like a sort of, it just reminds me of an off-brand Call of Duty basically. But it's supposed to be a good game, so that's kind of why I have it. But if it's not, I paid $5, not a huge loss. MotorStorm seems like a pretty cool racing game, Apparently a really good racing series, so that's a good part of why I got the first game. And yeah, I think there's a special version of this out there or something that has more content on it or something. So that might be the version I'd rather have, but whatever, $2 just for the standard edition is a pretty good price. And yeah, that's all I have to say about these games. Good prices for 2 possibly good games. These next 2 are kind of got at different times, but they're sort of in the same time period, so whatever, I'm just kind of showing them together. And that's Never Dead and Tearaway Unfolded Crafted Edition. Now, Never Dead, this is apparently the Best Buy exclusive one, which comes with some DLC content, which I'll just remove because I don't know if it's been used or not. I haven't redeemed it yet. If not, yeah, everything else comes in pretty good condition, and yeah, that's pretty cool. And Tearaway Unfolded, it's sealed, brand new, so it tells you about its condition. But this one, actually, the case was in a little bit worse condition than when I got it. So yeah, I sort of swapped out cases again, because the side of the plastic on the original case is all fucked up and shit. But I noticed that the actual cover art and stuff was in good condition, so that's why I swapped out cases, because if the cover art was fucked up, I would just be like, oh, fuck it. There's no point in switching cases if the cover art's fucked up too. But no, the cover art was fine, so yeah, I got a better case for it, and it looks a lot better because of that. So yeah, so far it seems like a decent hack and slash sort of game. It's at least a 5 out of 10. And yeah, it's kind of interesting, kind of unique, I guess. either going to be good or bad. I don't really know, but regardless, I paid $5 for it, so, you know, good price for at least a decent game. And then Tearaway Unfolded Craft Edition. Again, I don't own a PS4, but the reason I have this game, you know, I didn't win this in a giveaway, but I actually paid for this. But I paid $7 for this at Walmart, and this is brand new. And yeah, I don't really know why they're selling this for $7. They still are right now. They still have a few copies left. They're selling for $7. But yeah, you know, $7 I felt was a good price for this game because it's supposedly a good game. And to get it in brand new condition at that price is probably the best price I'll ever pay for it in that sort of condition. So yeah, that's the main reason why I got it. And yeah, either when I eventually get a PS4 or one day when I'm at my friend's house, I'll mooch out this PS4 and play this game with them, I guess. And wrapping up this video and I suppose this entire series with these final few games that I have right now, and that's PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, Attack of the Movies 3D, and finally, but I may or may not keep this game, and that's Battle of the Bands. So these games I literally just got like the other day, literally this past weekend as of filming this video. So yeah, this game comes in, it says like a code too, but I think it's just an online thing. I don't think it really matters, but whatever. You know, it comes complete, pretty good condition. It's also got a reversible cover, I see. So that's pretty awesome. I need to do that because that cover actually looks pretty cool, but whatever. Anyways, let me put that back together. So this game, I didn't actually pay $9 for it. They actually finally brought this price down to $5, which I was kind of surprised by because I didn't really think they would drop it down anymore, but they did. So I was like, you know, screw it, for that price I'm definitely getting it. So I bought it, and now I finally own PlayStation All-Stars, which is a game I've kind of been wanting to own and play for a little while now. You know, I know it's probably just like a decent Smash Bros. Game, but with Sony characters, but whatever, man, I just want to play it, you know. At the very least, this is like the closest you can get to having like Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, and all those other people in Smash Brothers, you know, because I don't think that'll ever happen. You know, especially Kratos. You know, Kratos is too mature for something like Smash Brothers, I guess. But then again, Bayonetta was in it, so who knows? You know, Kratos could make an appearance, who cares? But yeah, at the very least, probably just a decent Smash Bros. Game. But I paid pretty cheap for it, so whatever. And then Attack of the Movies 3D, it's complete, but the manual is pretty fucked up, which kind of sucks. But everything else is in decent condition. As you can see, I paid $2 for that. And yeah, this is a decent sort of like gun game based off of different movies and movie genres or whatever. So yeah, I just own it, so that's cool, I guess. Because you know, with the Wii, I like to get a bunch of like gun games, because you know that system is pretty much built for those type of games. But anyways, the final game is Battle of the Bands, and I do have it complete. The disc is in my Wii, because right now I'm sort of doing something with it. The thing I'm doing with it is that I'm basically like recording all the songs off of this disc and onto my computer, and then probably re-upload them onto YouTube and stuff, because one thing about this game that's interesting, because like the actual game itself, it's just a very decent, average, rhythm-based game. But the thing that's kind of interesting about this game, besides this whole Battle of the Bands dynamic, with its gameplay I guess, is the fact that it features several songs in different genres. So you got stuff like Coming Undone by Korn, you can hear it in rock, rap, country, Latin, or marching band. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, you know, just to hear all these different songs getting remixed in different genres. And it's really kind of interesting in some cases. In some cases, it's just really kind of bad, you know, but yeah, I just found that kind of interesting about this game. And no one else has really uploaded the full soundtrack online. There's some songs you can find from it online, but not the whole thing. And this game has a music player, so basically I'm just like, I've turned the sound effects off, and I'm just like playing each song individually, and then just like recording it on my game recording software. And yeah, that's how I'm getting the whole soundtrack off of here. And that's why I'm doing it, because I don't know how to rip files off of a disc or whatever. I don't know how to rip music tracks and stuff like that. So yeah, paid $2 for this. Might return it when I get all the music off of it, you know, because I don't think this is really a game I'd really ever come back to. You know, that's like the main reason to even have this game, is for the soundtrack. and if I have the entire soundtrack and, you know, it's online and stuff, I don't really need this game anymore. So yeah, might either keep this for novelty purposes, or I'll get rid of it because I need the money. I don't know, even though it's only $2, but whatever. And that is it. These were the final games I got up to this point. I'll probably get more besides that, but whatever. Till then, this is all that I have right now.
Yes, this is it for my game collection series. After 12 fairly lengthy parts, it's finally over. Right now I'm just going over my collection one last time to show a more updated version of it. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this series, and will I be doing this again? Probably not. This series was kind of a mistake, and not a lot of people do these types of videos with their collections, and I can see why. These videos took longer to make than I anticipated and didn't quite come out as planned. But at least I stuck to what I had originally envisioned and followed through with it. If nothing else, this series has been quite the learning experience. And I wanted to give a special shout out to Onyx Darksteed for watching the majority of these videos. I don't know if you've made it this far into my series, but regardless, I wanted to thank you for putting forth the effort to watch these videos. You really didn't have to watch every single one, but I appreciate the viewership nonetheless. And I think it goes without saying that I appreciate everyone else who watched too. I just wanted to give him a special shout out because he commented on many of my videos and I could name him out directly. As for when more content will be coming to the channel, that's up in the air. At the time making this video, I start school in a week and have no idea what my workload will be like. So I may take a break from YouTube for a while or work on something in secret. Regardless, it's probably going to be a while before I upload it again. Anyways, I think this part of the video is about over, so I'll end this here. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more content whenever that happens.